professional streamers, everybody.
Yes, very professional. Pro strats, yes.
And stuff falling, that's fine.
Sorry about that. Good evening, everybody. My name is Dominic Kotze, and I am the current sitting guild master for the Gilded Rose. And with joining me tonight on my left is Sorrel,
Hey there, everybody. How are y'all doing?
and across the table from me is Dylan.
Hello, I'm always across the table.
Across the table, yeah, but that's because you're the GM.
Yes, you can't see me doing my plotting.
No plotting, no plotting. Right, so we will go over it from starting soon in a second. Let me just welcome everyone that is here on the stream early. Thank you for watching. Just a few little bit of housekeeping things. Number one, it's quite exciting. We've got a Ko-fi now. It is to straight up for just, if you like what we're doing and you want to provide us with some donations, that is your place to go. Please go to the Ko-fi and help us out there. If you want to know more, just exclamation KOFI Ko-fi. The other thing I need to quickly touch on while I'm fiddling with the audio on the side. Sorry, a lot of little settings we need to constantly fiddle with. Anyway, so the other thing I need to talk about real quick is just that, yes, indeed, last time, for the keen-eyed amongst you, we were one person short. What does this mean? This means that we are currently only 2 players and a GM. Caitlin has had a rather aggressive schedule change recently, meaning that unfortunately she won't be able to join us for future games at this time. However, we will truck forward, and we have some interesting ideas. We've got some interesting stories to tell, and we are always open and looking for other people to join the project. So if you're interested in joining us, please do not be afraid to reach out. You can see all our contact information on our website. That'll be, if you're watching this on YouTube, that'll be on the YouTube as well. The link to our website and our contact information. Anyways, so there's the boring stuff out of the way. The boring, like, mechanical, need to get stuff out of the way. I'm going to now shut up for a second while I ask Sorrel, how are you doing, my good sir?
I'm doing pretty damn well. Thanks for asking. Been quite a hectic week. And when I say hectic week, I'm talking from Tuesday up until Monday, because that's how our weeks run, basically. But yeah, no, trucking on. Weather's been brilliant, and then it got hot.
Yeah. Today was a sudden cold spike, and it's just been dry. So yeah, for the first time in months, I want chapstick. And Dylan, how are you doing?
I am doing well. I am looking forward to testing my improv skills tonight. And looking forward to seeing how you guys handle the coming events that will unfold.
I also just need to say thank you to Mariska that's joining us in from beyond the void. Mariska is currently still abroad, but she is helping us remotely by running the computer that runs the OBS, that runs the stream actually for us. So thank you for hanging out and helping out. It's appreciated, really it is. I do want to ask you again. Let me know on Discord or on. Let me just see real quick. Oh, you are talking to me already. There we go. Let me know if our sound is too loud. Oh, wonderful. I just got a message. We sound good, apparently.
Ah, brilliant.
Yay.
So I'm going to keep monitoring that when I can, Mariska. So please let me know. It's nice to have an angel. It's apt because her handle is angel. What's this? Oh.
I can send it through to anyone though.
What message is this? Sorry.
Don't worry. I can send it here as well if it's easier.
Oh, this.
Yes.
No, wait. What are you referring to? Oh, that's a whisper.
Oh,
That's just to you.
oh, it's just to me. So you whispered.
We're still learning the technology, kids.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So what I was going to say is that we have. We were look. It's never easy leaving behind a character, and unfortunately, we had a bit of a talk about it beforehand, and I don't. It's Caitlin isn't leaving the club as far as I'm aware, and she's on one of my games. I think on either Saturdays or Sundays. I'll have to go check the schedule specifically, but for the podcast, the schedule isn't working out right now, meaning that we have that open spot. But in the meantime, we want to continue playing. So we talked about how to get out of the party dying because, well, it is essentially a full party wipe, unfortunately. But we're trying to find a way to narratively actually move over to having it be we would like it to be. We would like to continue the story, but to have it make sense. So my modus operandi was to suggest that let's continue, but we nearly died, so there might be some sort of consequences. But I mean, some of this is going to be up to our physical role playing at the moment. So we're going to play through this and see what we might be figure out. But yes, that is enough from me. I do see it is now. Yeah, no, it's a good time to start. Thank you again to everyone that's watching, and if you are interested, we do have a coffee. I'll try and get that link going as we play. Now, where were we? Dylan, currently, do you want the music changed? What?
Yes. I did send a message. That was what I was trying to send earlier.
Oh, yes, that makes sense. Swapping music today, but you can just verbally tell me as well.
Okay. I just thought I'd try and be subtle.
Nah, it's fine.
No, subtlety is for losers.
Yes.
There are other things we can be subtle about.
So, okay, I'm not going to continue that.
Let me then know. I think that's pretty much a good place to kick off then.
Yes.
So, Brother and Chuck are barely alive. Last we were passing out in a cave fighting Sturges.
Yes.
Take us away.
Yes, as Dominic rightly said, last we left off, the group had managed to arrive at the Seagrow Caves and started a battle with a spore-infested octopus. They defeated this at grievous cost, whereupon they met the Myconids, the mushroom people of the Seagrow Caves, and learnt of their plight. A noxious gas was seeping through cracks in one of the caverns, infecting their people and infecting you as one of you fell unconscious. Our dear Kafoth became inert, and it was up to the rest of the group to try and alleviate the Seagrow Caves of this noxious fume. They fell, though they didn't die. Brother, there are moments of pain and brief visions of light and movement. And you awake to a throbbing headache, and the interior of a room you only saw briefly. A room back at Dragon's Rest. You don't know how, you don't know who, but someone rescued you from the Seagrow Caves and has brought you back. There is a kobold who is tending to a set of bandages and tools in the room alongside you, and at this point, I'd like you to please roll me a d20.
I just drag it over onto the chat.
Yes.
Oh.
So, you have sustained an internal injury. Whenever you attempt an action in combat, you must make a DC 15 con save. On a failed save, you lose your action and can't use reactions until the start of your next turn. The injury heals if you receive magical healing or if you spend 10 days doing nothing but resting. But you are conscious, and there is a little kobold who seems to have been tending your wounds, who looks up, and he's like,
Oh, I'm so glad you're alive and not the opposite of that.
I look at him.
Lovely.
Try and get
her,
up.
though it's hard to tell.
That's her. Okay. I look at her. I try to get up, and I feel there's a stinging pain in my ribs. And I'm like, this tribe. What happened?
I'm not sure. Someone brought you back. They said you needed to be tended to, and we tended to you. Runara was very, very distressed to see you in such a state, and, well, she said we give you what healing we can spare, and unfortunately that wasn't much. We got basic first aids, and you was not to say that we're blaming you or nothing, but you was supposed to get the mushrooms we used to turn into healing potions, so we don't got none of those.
Oh dear.
I can help. I can help. Now I just need to quickly find the character sheet. How long have we been out? But I need to probably prepare for those things. Oh, there it is. It was right behind the map. Sorry, I'm just quickly checking.
All right.
No worries. Meanwhile, Chuck,
Mm.
your experience is not as checkered as Brothers. 1 minute you are fighting these creatures made of the noxious fume in the caves, and then everything goes black. And then vision returns to you in that groggy, almost hangover-like state you find yourself in currently. And I want you to also roll me a d20.
Okay, let's try that. Oh no!
This is going to be interesting, folks. Let us see what lingering injury you have. You lose an eye. You have disadvantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight and on ranged attack rolls. Magic such as the regenerate spell can restore the lost eye. If you have no eyes left after sustaining this injury, you're blinded.
I am a Cyclops now. Lovely. But why? Oh shit. Crap. Okay. Fake. Lose an eye. So I wake up with one eye.
You do. So your peripheral vision is a little shot, almost non-existent, and you have bandages over half your face.
Flippin' hell. Where do I wake up?
Also in a room you only spent a brief period of time in, but you do recognize it as the room back at Dragon's Rest.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember waking up here before.
You also seem to have a little kobold attendant, although this one is far less busy. They are sat in the corner of the room, almost nodding off.
I try to get up and just leave the room.
Are you awake? Hello?
Yeah, I tried not to wake you. Apologies. Where am I?
You at Dragon's Rest?
Oh, how'd we get here? I thought we were done for.
Well, I was just told to come and help you recover. I don't know the specifics, but you apparently got a nasty, knock to the face, the eye. You know, you lost an eye.
Ow. Oh my. Well, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna be a bit confused and just wander out onto the cliff.
Okay.
Just a quick thing.
Yes.
What's the chances that I would have gotten my spell slots back?
If we had a long rest.
You would probably have your spell slots back, though you would not have recovered your hit points.
Okay, no. I just want to make sure. I'm gonna immediately go and just try this. Cure wounds on myself. Yeah. So we just need
Drop
to
the
get.
healing onto your character, and we shall see what happens.
Here we go. Where? Let me just move that away, and then.
This is you're a little bit soft, Sarah.
Oh yeah, it's because the mic isn't facing the right way.
Oh, I can mute it so
I
you
think.
can turn it.
Yeah, please. Let me just see.
You have been muted. Yeah, it's wrong direction. Push together.
Like that.
Wow.
That's better.
On the fly.
I hope that's better.
Technical
That is
sorting.
a hell of a lot
I like
better.
it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you heal yourself for 6 hit points. The injury definitely lessens, though you can tell that there is still a sting and your breathing is slightly labored.
Okay. I try and get up.
You sit up with a bit of dizziness, but you gather yourself and you are okay.
I look at Mila and it's like, where's Chuck?
I believe Chuck is in the next room over. Although I hear a little commotion outside.
And it's at this point that you hear some of the other kobolds go,
Ah, he's awake. We were so worried about you, yes.
On the outside, you can just hear. Where is he? Let me go. I need to go back to the cave.
He's this way, not that way.
What do you mean he's this way? He's still in the cave. I
No.
left him back there.
No, he's in that room there.
and they sort of point over to this room here.
Okay, welcome. That's what you hear outside.
I chuckle to myself. And I get up and I walk. Grunting and whatever.
Stumbling out of the room, you see brother Chuck.
You lost your map.
Yeah.
Oh.
I right-clicked something.
Oh no! Just click on your face on the right-hand side again.
There.
No, right on your character sheet. There's 2 faces. To the right, double-click that one. Bam.
Oops, sorry.
No,
No
don't worry about it.
worries.
Yes.
You can also load that map into the background if you want by clicking on the little arrow.
Right.
Then it won't disappear as easily.
Then it like sinks into the back end.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice. Then it's a bit more like other VTTs. Anyway, so you walk outside, and I'm borderline delirious, and I've got like a headband which is covered in blood, and I'm just like frantically trying to push past the kobold.
No.
Chuck.
No.
What?
I'm here.
Brother, what happened to you?
You see me hold like the side where my ribs are.
Oh yeah.
My right hand side.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's okay.
Kafoth.
I don't know what happened to them. I woke up here. What do you know?
Light flashes.
Light flashes? You need to sit down. And I have, well, to say I've got a headache is an understatement.
That's all you get from me. That
The kobolds around you are slightly alarmed and worried. They appear to sort of walk towards the edge of the cliff and hold their arms out as if you're going to jump over the edge, though you aren't sure why, but they do sort of seem pleased as well.
We're so glad you're not dead. We were so worried. What was it like? Did you find the Myconids?
Myconids? Yes, we found the Myconids. I remember them.
You still need your rest.
says Myla as she comes out. She's a little different to the others, seems a little more intelligent. She carries about her a set of tools and is a bit of a tinkerer, from what little you saw in the moments of waking. And the other kobolds appear to respect her a little, and they sort of go,
Yeah, Milo knows what she's talking about. Yeah, you should probably lie down. You had quite a nasty experience down in the caves. We don't know what happened, but someone brought you back.
Did you see who brought us back?
It was a hooded figure. They was super mysterious and, well, left as soon as they deposited you back into our care. We tried to stop them. Runara even offered a reward, and I didn't want it.
What do we do now?
So, by the way, they interact with Myla, and with the past experience with the other tribe. I turn to Chuck. We better listen to her. I point, or I gesture towards Myla. I think we need more rest.
Yeah, fine.
Maybe the headache will lessen.
I doubt it, but fine. I think I need to lie down, and I just sort of like stumble back and sit on the ground.
fair enough. You begin to return to your rooms, and it's at this point that you guys can take a long rest, a proper long rest that actually recovers your hit points, though it will do nothing to alleviate your missing eye.
Yeah, no, I am permanently now disadvantaged with perception checks. But brother, you have like a constitution issue. How can you alleviate? 10 days. Oh dear lord, you need to spend 10 days.
Or magical healing.
Which you did give to yourself.
Yeah. But it still lingers.
Holy crap. Okay, with a long rest, there's not much I have to prepare. I'm a fighter, so that's pretty much what happens. So my second wing comes back, my fighting style, protection style is a-okay, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
And do I click on the dice for the hit points?
No, long rest. I think, unless, are we playing variant long rest hit dice?
No, you've taken a normal long rest,
Oh,
and you've
no,
recovered
you
all
don't
your
click
hit
on
points.
anything. No.
Yeah.
The dice you click is only for short rests.
Ah.
There's a variant in 5th edition of, it's called Gritty Realism, where when you use your hit die for long rests as well, which is bad. It's
Okay.
very bad. Well, it's hard. It's a lot harder. But anyway, how much time? Because I'll probably pass out and sleep for like 16 hours.
You spend the rest of it was around 4 p.m., 6 p.m. the previous day, and you spend basically the rest of that evening and afternoon until about 6 a.m. the next day recovering. And
Great.
that is around the time you wake up, is 6 a.m. the next day. And the kobolds are as busy as ever, milling about, doing their jobs. Myla seems to be directing the others in their various tasks, which seem to be mostly cleaning,
Okay.
as there isn't much else to do around this rather remote
Dust Bowl.
little abbey.
I am going to. Yeah.
Just a quick thing.
Yes.
I wake up,
Yes.
and in my mind, so this is I almost said psychosocial. This is psychological.
Yes.
In my mind, I still feel the same pain
Hmm.
as I did the previous day.
Yes. Well, it's not.
I
even
can walk, but it feels.
It's not even just in your mind. You do still feel pain. It's not as bad as when you first woke
but
up.
for me,
Yes.
it feels as bad. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But even if it isn't,
fair enough.
I'm definitely going to get up, and once I'm able to move again, going to go see if I can see the lady of this place. Which I have to go back in my notes now. It was Myla was the other kobold,
Yes.
but then
Elder
there was
Runara.
Runara is the other woman.
Yes.
I just want to quickly get to my notes. That was a different meeting entirely. More notes.
Elder Runora does come down
Yeah, I want to go see to find her.
when she hears that you have recovered and that you have spent about half a day resting. She walks among the kobolds and they all greet.
I love you. We're glad to see you here. He's recovered, but it is no bad way. Yes. Calm down. Hello. I am so pleased to see you're still among us in the land of the living.
Yes, someone apparently saved us.
Yes, a rather mysterious figure who wished to remain anonymous. I do not.
It's all good and well. It's all good and well. Did you see what happened to our paladin? You see what happened to Cthulhu?
No, the third of your group did not return with
no.
the rest of your.
We have to head back to the caves then. Apparently the problem's not solved yet.
Oh, what is the issue, if I may ask?
What? I've got a bit of my head gone, but if I remember correctly, there's something bothering the Myconids. They can't
Bothering?
predict. There's something toxic in the caves.
Oh, that sounds rather dreadful.
Well, the Myconids are friendly, but it's resulting that they can't produce what we need for potions.
What did we fight last? What
I
were
remember.
those
I
things?
remember leathery wings flapping in the dark. I think it was a sturge, brother.
The Sturges.
No. The other things near the where the gas escaped from.
Oh. I have no idea. That's a fever dream. They look like dragons.
Dragons?
Dragonlings?
Gas? Interesting. It could be a manifestation.
Look, it's gas. Well, I'm sure we were hallucinating
Well,
something.
it could be, yes, but the island is slightly volcanic due to the dread dragon bones that formed it.
And that automatically means that the crack in the earth is gonna result in dragons.
Not automatically, no, but it has happened before. The island does sometimes manifest. Well, it's a bit of a dragon graveyard. The island was formed around an ancient red dragon's demise. But many other dragons have come here over the years to find their final resting place, and now and then their innate magics manifest in the natural world in odd ways. The gas you could have fought may very well be a manifestation of a dragon that has passed here centuries ago.
Well, that leaves us a bit stuck.
Was it? That wasn't dragons. Dragonlings?
I remember.
As I said, a
the
manifestation, so it wouldn't have been a real dragon, no.
Brother, we most likely just got knocked out from our own stupidity by huffing paint, essentially.
All that, yes, a dangerous gas can cause dangerous hallucinations.
The Myconids themselves aren't affected as we are.
Yeah, okay.
Not to the same extent.
I look at them as like, who needs healing?
Well,
No, I look at Renora. Who amongst here needs healing?
Tarak, who's currently in the library, has a nasty cut on his hand from a bit of gardening that he did, but other than that, he's the only one that sustained an injury, thankfully. Although, and she looks over at where a kobold is currently trying to build something that has a rather large spring. The kobolds tend to be a bit busy and they can get into scrapes. And you hear the spring go twang in the distance.
oh god.
But no kobold screams or whatsoever.
None yet.
This is.
It's okay. I'm okay.
No,
Are
I'd just
they
like
not all
to
dead?
repay the help. I want to repay it.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
I need to spend some time healing. Can we maybe seek sanctuary here, work for our food, and stay with you while we recuperate?
You're welcome to stay here as long as you need. I was loath to even ask you to assist as much as you have, but we will need someone to
Nonsense. We will
help.
we will move forward and we will try and help. And once I'm good enough and can at least not fall over my own feet, I will get out back to the caves and see what happens.
Very well, very
Exactly.
Brother, do you think it might be a good idea to at least go to see if we can find any supplies at the shipwreck we heard about?
That might be a plan.
well. No, yes, this is it could very well be a worthwhile journey. If you need, the library, of course, also has some documents of historical accounts of the area and a few other
I'm not
appendices on
much-
natural
My-
flora and fauna.
My face lights up,
Oh wow!
and I'm like, okay.
I think you had brother at index.
Yes,
The Dewey
Library.
Decimal System makes him excited.
Library.
very well. You can find Tarak, and he's busy reorganizing the books. Some of them, anyways. Yes.
I'll just sort of like nod and just, like let brother go his way. I'm gonna try and wherever Cobalt is carrying something, help carry it as well. And I'm just gonna hard labor to get my mind.
Fair
clean.
enough.
But I think the library is the most interesting part here. Maybe. What does brother find?
Well, you begin to
Obviously,
trek
if
up
I see him,
the
I'm gonna
mountain,
try and see if I can help his hand or whatever.
and you come across Tarak in the library, and he is busy.
The Rask in the library.
A Tarask, no, a Tarak.
Sorry.
You come across Tarak in the library, and he is busy flipping through books, trying to decide.
Now, what should I title this one? Oh, yes, good. Sir, you are up and about again. That is marvelous to see.
Of course. I look at his hand. How bad does it look? It's just a scrape.
Yeah, his hand is bandaged, and you can probably surmise that as long as he keeps it clean, it will be fine.
Let me take a look at that hand.
Oh, very well. Here you are.
I start taking the bandages off,
Mm-hmm.
and I do cure wounds.
You cure his hand of it is a rather large cut, probably from a trowel that went awry while he was tending to a garden bed, and he looks at his hand and says,
Oh, thank you very much. That is very kind of you. I do hope that you were at least able to acquire some of the heart cap mushrooms, the myconids.
It's complicated. Whatever is infecting the caves
Yes?
is also infecting the mushrooms.
Oh dear, that isn't good news at all, not at all. We might have to look at alternative means to provide healing for the island. For the meantime, I will just have to...
That's why I'm here.
Ah, well, yes.
This library.
Yes,
But you were talking about a title first.
yes, no, this is a journal of someone who was studying the history of the island, and they neglected to name the book anything, so I've been trying to come up with a name for it so that I know where to put it in the library.
Stormwreck Isle, a personal history.
I think that
Just leave him with that.
works.
Just do about face and walk out. It's like
I think that works.
Mic drop.
Stormwreck Isle, personal
he
history.
looks at the wall because it's Stormwreck Isle. Everything is just starts with Stormwreck. So the entire library is like there's an A, a Z for some reason, and there's like 90 books starting with S.
"Yep, more or less."
It's like one of those encyclopedia.
Could you point me to the botanical books covering the flora of the island?
Oh, yes. Well, that would be this shelf here. And they're mostly filled in by me, so I apologize for the poor handwriting. And some of it is just general books about the flora of the Sword Coast. Not guaranteed to find here on the island, but it's an interesting read nonetheless.
Yeah, I want to focus on the Stormwreck stuff that he's discovered.
Right.
Ah, okay.
He hands you 3 books. This one you probably won't need, and he actually sets it aside. It's about gardening.
Do you have do you have guidance, brother, as a spell?
Yes, I do.
Because just if you're gonna make checks now, maybe just guide yourself.
Mm.
Have your god help you.
Yeah. What book did he put to the side?
It's
gardening.
He says this is my personal journal on how best to grow various crops in this climate.
Everything starts with like 2 ounces of cobalt poop.
Hey, I mean,
It was, sorry,
Might be.
personal joke.
cobalt guano, and then
That implies the cobalt has wings.
some of them do. The other 2 books, he says, well, now this one is not my personal journal, but a journal of one of the previous inhabitants of the Isle, and their much of my learnings are based off of his work. And then this one is my personal journal. It details how I turn the heartcap mushrooms into health potions. And yes, I'm sure that if there's anything worth note, you'll find them in these 2 tomes.
Okay, so what I'm specifically looking for
Yes.
is healing plants, if any, that can be found on the island.
Heal me.
Yeah, basically. And also, I want to see if there's a way to perhaps set up a tiny, because it's mushrooms, they need dark and wetness and humidity. See if there's like a way to set up like a mini growing thing, grow like greenhouse for the mushrooms, for the red cap
Hydroponics.
mushrooms. Hydroponics, basically, yeah. And if I do find something, I'll tell you what I do next.
Okay.
Okay, so I do guidance on me for
Okay.
the roll. I don't know how
Yes.
this works. So
Guidance gives you an extra D4 to any check you make. So
You
when
make the check and then you say roll a flat d4 extra.
Yeah, so the check you're going to make is an investigation check. So please go to your skills and roll me an
Second
investigation
tab
check.
from the top and an investigation. Also alphabetical.
Yep,
And then the number and double click that one.
that one,
The plus. It's a 0.
which is a 0, so it's a flat
Straight
roll.
roll.
Yes,
At least
straight
it's not a
roll.
minus.
Straight roll with guidance.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have to roll guidance because...
You roll it afterwards.
You will roll it after.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking I don't have to click on the spell.
No, no, you
because
don't.
we are
You don't
assuming,
have to now,
yeah,
no.
Yeah.
There are ways to automate it, but it's
Yeah.
not important.
Click and drag into the chat, right?
Yes, you can. Come on, brother. Oh, roll a d4.
Roll a d4. That's 18 and...
18 investigation plus. Come on, big money. Hey, nice.
21.
You scan through the books,
Mhm.
and a lot of it is mostly edibles, various types of things that you can eat, various things that are not necessarily extremely toxic but won't make good edibles. And then, obviously, a large section in Tarak's personal journal dedicated to the heartcap mushrooms and how easy it is to turn them into healing potions. But it is actually the other book, the one that he says his own teachings, his own experiences are based on, that has a brief entry. It details a seaweed. It names it glimmerweed.
Mhm.
Okay. Grab a pen.
The note is very brief in that the author, who is unnamed, says that he briefly discovered a seaweed near the
Oh my
near
goodness.
the shores.
I mean, I'm not there, but if there's a seaweed we can use, we can supply the kobolds with another source for their, at least some of their potions.
There is a seaweed that he discovered one evening along the shores of Stormwreck Isle, which is bioluminescent. Curious about its bioluminescence,
Mhm.
he performed various tests on the seaweed and discovered that it has minor magical properties that could be augmented to performing various alchemical tasks.
Yeah.
This is as much as the note sort of says, and you get the impression that the reason this was abandoned as a means of producing more healing is because the Tarak himself is not actually an alchemist. He's he's a herbologist. And he would need more skills in alchemy to be able to make anything of this weed. But it does tell you that you can find it along the east side of the island, and is fairly easy to spot at night because it glows.
Tarak. I just want to make sure I spelled this guy's name correctly. Just going to quickly check on the map.
Okay, there we go. I had to make a note of that completely.
Nice.
There's no alchemical books around here, right? That I can see and look
There
at.
are actually a few, if you'd like to try and continue studying.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you still need to rest for 10 days, so... unless you want to go into battle with a massive deficit.
I think... Okay, so if I find these things like... Okay, there's alchemical books and whatnot. I make a mental note of it. And I go and find Chuck. And along the way, if something needs carrying, whatever, I'm trying to repay back that they've saved us as much as possible. If there's healing, I've got one cure light. If there's someone
every
that
day
needs
you'll
healing,
have two of those.
A
At the very
gobbled
least.
stubs his stone. Oh my god, I got you! And he's like, heals.
yeah.
This is very unnecessary.
Indeed, most of the assistance you need to provide is organization. The kobolds are a chaotic bunch, to say the least.
Excitable.
And just keeping them in line seems to keep them out of most of any trouble they might get up to.
Good lord.
And you can spend a number of days here at Dragon's Rest recuperating, and in that time you will earn yourselves second level.
Oh, yeah!
Okay.
So, what we're going to do...
That's nice.
Talk about level ups now?
You can if you'd like to, or we can save it for the end of the session.
I actually do want to kind of quickly talk about it. It's only level 1 to 2, so it's not as big.
And this is going to be my first level up in
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
this
sure.
thing.
Awesome.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah. Take me through the steps.
Sure.
Through Fantasy
Okay.
Grounds.
So, open your character. You go to your main tab.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Dylan, would you be as kind to make a quick backup of his character, just in case?
Just in case.
That's something he has on his side. So we can restore your character if something goes wrong. Right. Now, the first question comes along. Do you want to go to level 2 cleric or do you want to multi-class?
I'm going to go Cleric.
Awesome. Bottom right of the screen, there is going to be a little icon. The icon is there, and Dylan, I think, share the class on screen so that the viewers can see it as well. But yes, there's a little. It's like a meeple with it looks like a radio station almost, with like lines around his head.
It says classes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Open that one. Oh, there's the cleric. Don't
Well,
worry.
that's me sharing it, yes.
Cool. You can close the list. You don't need the list there.
Well, I don't need that.
Yeah, you don't need it. Dylan.
Well, you can now navigate back to there
So
if you ever need.
There's the
Ah.
class. So now if you want to level up to level 2, you'll see next to cleric at the top left, there is a little link. You drag and drop that onto your character sheet.
Anywhere.
In a blank spot, yeah.
Yes.
Do I need to click again? Oh.
There we go. And that will now come through and read us what you got added on the bottom left of the on the chat log.
On the chat log. Average hit points added, 6 hit points added, and Channel Divinity added to...
Oh, cool. Right. So
hold on.
So now what happens is you'll see your hit points have now increased. And what happens is as well, you still only know 3 cantrips, so that stays the same. But at second level, you now have 1 more first level spell slot.
Okay.
So that's nice. I'm looking at the class tag.
Oh, like that, those little dots. An extra.
Yes,
So
you
I can
can now
cast 3
cast
of them.
3 cure wounds per day.
Wonderful.
You can also prepare 1 more spell.
Oh,
As
and
you have
Thank you, Mariska. You're like expanding everything we're talking about on screen as
You're-
well for viewers.
Okay, prepare 1 more spell.
Indeed.
Okay, so I
So
do that.
Go to your actions tab.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Oh.
And yeah, that's it. and then scroll. Then at the very bottom left of that screen, that little screen, you'll see there's an option that says mode, and then it's then you can change the mode. Bottom left.
Oh.
Yep. Then click on mode until it's in preparation mode. No. Click on the little block. But to the right. There we go. Yes.
That one.
Yes, until it's in preparation mode.
Ah.
There we
Okay.
go. And in preparation mode, let's expand your character sheet a tad. I'm a gone closer.
That's expanding it.
There we go. Okay, so what you want to do is scroll a bit down.
Mm-hmm.
Because these are all the spells you can cast. But there's a lot of information there now. So what we want to do is...
Well, it's basically channel divinity,
Yes.
is what I get.
You get channel divinity, and at this level you have two functions of your channel divinity. As part of the death domain, every cleric gets the ability to turn undead as part of their channel divinity.
Oh, yeah.
And when you turn undead, they must make a save or become frightened of you and run away. As part of the death domain, you also get the channel divinity known as Touch of Death. You use your channel divinity, and it's one use for both of these features, Turn Undead and Touch of Death.
Mm-hmm.
And when you use this, you can then make an attack and do necrotic damage at a creature.
Okay.
So the other thing also is that how many spells could he prepare at level 2? So it's his level plus his wisdom modifier.
Yes.
So what's your wisdom modifier? So go back to your main tab. Let's have a look. Your wisdom modifier is
+3.
+3. So you can prepare 5 spells then, correct, Dylan?
Correct.
Okay, right. So go to your actions tab, and then we'll have a look at there. Okay, scroll all the way down.
I've scrolled all the way
Yeah,
down.
that's it. Okay, so that all that stuff there is the channel divinity stuff. Here's your spells.
Mm.
So putting that. Oh, Dylan is
Yeah, I'm
cleaning it
removing.
up.
What happened was, we added an extra level of cleric to your class, and Fantasy Grounds is very clever, but also only a program. It added all the channel divinities at second level from all the clerics to
So
your
now he's
actions
just quickly
tab.
deleting
So
the
I'm
one
just
extra
removing the
ones.
ones that are not pertinent to your specific domain.
Okay.
So currently you've got those spells prepared. 2 of those spells are domain spells and are always prepared. I can't remember which are his domain spells, Dylan.
I can quickly check for you spells. At first level, the domain spells are False Life and Ray of Sickness.
Yeah, that's it too. I have.
Awesome. So, but then you can add one, if I'm not mistaken, because the thing is, you can prepare
You can prepare 5
5.
on top of that.
on top of that. So those 2 are prepared, but you see, you've only got 3 down there. You need to add 2.
Okay.
So, how to do that is you need to find spells here on the right-hand side. There we go. Open the spells, and then you can down here filter by level. So click on drop down the level to level 1. Riveting content, by the
Is
way.
it level 1?
Level 1 spell, yes.
Ah, okay.
And then the source. You drop. There's one that says source, and drop down and go to cleric. Just the normal cleric.
A normal cleric.
Yeah. Boop. And then you get your list of spells, and then now you can filter through what you're interested in.
And how do you select one? You click on that little...
No, that's
No.
just a book to you can click on it to open it, but if you want to add it, you just drag the little link onto your spell
okay.
area, and it adds to your list.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
While he's deleting, so that's the final bit of my...
Yeah.
Okay, so you do your thing.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
going to look at this.
Your channel divinity has been sorted.
Thank you.
So, Dylan, what does his channel divinity do now? Because he's death domain, right?
So, I can read to you specifically. At second level, you gain the ability to channel divine
do us a
energy.
share there on
I
the
can,
chat,
yes.
so people can read it there as well.
Touch of Death. At
Thank
second
you.
level, you gain the ability to channel divine energy directly from your deity, using that energy to fuel magical effects. You start with 2 such effects, Turn Undead and an effect determined by your domain. Some domains grant you additional effects as you advance in levels, as noted in the domain description. I'm going to scroll down, and when you use your channel divinity, you choose which effect you create, and I'm going to scroll all the way down, apologies.
Yeah, it is a bit deeper in.
As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer censuring the undead. This is a turn undead.
That's a normal undead, and then
Each
each
undead can see you.
makes a save, a
makes a
wisdom
save.
save, yeah.
I'm going to try and find.
A turned creature spends turn. Okay, but
Go.
yeah, so Touch of Death is the extra one. I think
Yes.
Touch of Death.
I'm going to add it here like so. And see, add it like this. Now you've got two of them. It will be temporary, I promise.
No stress.
Just get rid of that one for the time being, and then Channel Divinity Touch of Death. This is the specific feature of your domain.
So starting at 2nd level, when the cleric can use a channel divinity to destroy another creature's life force by touch. When the cleric hits a creature with a melee attack, the cleric can use channel divinity to deal extra necrotic damage to the target. So currently, how many times can he channel divinity per day?
Once
per day. Okay.
Rest.
Per
long rest.
The damage equals to 5 plus twice his or her level in cleric. So that'll be 5 plus 8 plus 4, so it's 9.
Yes.
So you can channel divinity 9 necrotic damage to a target.
Boom.
Yo, okay. I am a fighter, and I am going to level up to level 2 fighter because I'm boring that way. Right, so I'm going to share this stuff so Mers can put it on screen when necessary. Just going to quickly get to classes. Quickly monitor. Wonderful. By the way, Mariska says you sound a lot better now.
Oh, it's basically because the mic is facing my mouth.
Yeah, the mic wasn't facing the correct direction. We buggered that weapon up. Anyway, so
Wait, what? Apologies. You can use a short or long rest to regain your channel divinity.
So, what would make sense for the character? Sorry about that. What would make sense for the character in the situation that we are? The first spell that I want to be able to prepare is Bless.
Bless, very good choice.
So when some of the kobolds are building something or whatever, and they need to make a saving throw.
Oh no!
Oh, you're adding it.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the fun thing about this is the GM has full control over your character sheet. Again, since Dylan and I, we are quite experienced with the program, we can just sort of take over where we need to and ease your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one-to-one.
Yes. Yeah.
So on 2nd level, I get the quintessential fighter thing for 5th edition, which is Action Surge, and that's basically it. My hit points go up to 18, freaking finally, up from 10 because, damn it. A small part of me actually wants to ask if you want to roll for my health because I have a chance to get 8 plus my con, which means I can go up to 20 hit points. But the rule I want to use for that, I know you're not going to do, so no. I'd rather go to average.
You can roll, and I'll let you reroll a 1, but if you get a 2 plus your con, that's going to be
It's still
the
14,
number.
my man. It's still 14. I'm not going to go for it.
I think the average is fair.
If we had one more player, I'd go for it. But we are low on action economy, so we need all the help we can get. Right, so I'm up to 18 points in health, and I get Action Surge. And just a quick note on what Action Surge does. I'm going to share it on chat log and on screen for a quick second. You can close that. That's
Yeah,
fine.
no.
Starting at 2nd level, you can push yourself beyond your normal limits for a moment. On your turn, you can take one additional action. Once you use this feature, you must finish a long rest before you can use it again. And at 17th level, I can use this twice before a rest. The wording for this has changed a little bit, it seems.
It would seem so.
Because I remember it actually specifying that a possible bonus action, but it's completely removed that. It's now just another action.
Yes, it's one more action. I don't recall if it actually has. I know there is a lot of contention around extra actions.
Do you need a player handbook, please?
Yes, we actually have
PHB.
a physical version that cannot be updated.
I've got an old edition here, man.
And so there is some contention around extra actions when it comes to various effects. Haste also allows you to take an extra action, but it very specifically says that this extra action can be an attack, a help, a disengage, a dash, or use an object interaction.
So,
But I would be very curious to know if it has changed.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so Action Surge is a 2nd level ability, a feature that gets added, and Action Surge Yeah, the wording has changed.
Aha.
So it's been errated. Dylan, we learned something new. So page 72 of the player handbook states that starting at second level, you can push yourself. This is now an old edition.
Well, it's 5th edition, but in old print.
Yeah, an old print. This is from 2016, I think. But anyway, starting at second level, you can push yourself beyond your normal limits for a moment. On your turn, you can take one additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus action. They've removed that. The rest is still the same. That's freaking amazing. I didn't expect that errata to come through. For those of you curious, just in case someone does listen to this and is curious, this is a print from 2014, August 2014.
Basically the year that
The
the
game
edition
came out.
Just a quick thing.
Yeah.
They have ways to, and this will influence my next spell, basically.
Yes.
My next spell choice.
Yes.
They have ways to purify their food and drink, right?
They appear to grow most of it, and yes, they do have a way to collect
Clean food.
clean water.
Okay.
But you can create, purify food and drink if you'd like. It won't hurt. But the nice thing about being a cleric is that each time you long rest, you can prepare an entirely different set of 5 spells. The only spells that cannot change are your domain spells, so Ray of Sickness and False Life.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Every time you rest, all 5 of those spells can be swapped out.
Okay, so I need to just make a note again.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because what I want to do is basically while we're here
Mm.
and we're not going to the shipwreck,
Mm.
whatever, I want to have food and drink, purify food and drink,
Mm.
and then just help them if there's like, oh, we can only sort for this much every day. It's I'm like, huh. And if they've got what's the non-perishable foods prepared,
Yes.
whatever, you know, yeah.
It is helpful, more so with the water than the food, because
I mean, I can also
most of the food doesn't need to be purified. What food there is edible, and therefore, unless you wish to feed them poisonous food and purify it for some reason, what it does do is it alleviates water constraints. There are strict water regulations in terms of the drinking water is very separate from the water you're allowed to use for bathing and cleaning.
Yeah, because it's an ocean.
Yes.
It's a seaside setting.
Your spell allows you to now create purified water, which broadens the options for both the drinking and the cleaning. So you can actually take
Ah.
nice baths.
So for 10
But-
days, we can increase
but-
our living conditions.
But would it then be actually better for me to use create water?
it would probably actually
That
benefit them
magically
more.
creates water from
Yes.
thin air. So
Yeah, and then so we'll probably help them build containers for water, and it's just like
oh yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I used to build caskets, so I don't
enough.
technically have the skills for it. I'm bad at it, but I can do it.
They have barrels,
Mm.
which they fill with the water they collect off of a natural condensation system. They condense the
A wind trap.
yes, a wind trap. There we go. That's what I was looking for. But
That's very Dune, but fair enough.
but you can automatically just fill the barrels with water and stock the supply within moments.
and thus freeing up their hands for other duties. Also, what would that check be? I'm just confirming here. Oh, good lord, that's not probably gonna. Okay. Yeah.
So sorry, what you're making a check to see what exactly?
No. I want to figure out a way. Like you said, it's a natural condensation system. That
Yeah.
Yes.
is there a way that we can figure out to force condensation from ocean water to purify it?
Heat it
So-
up.
Yeah, no. Well, heat it up, yes.
That's how you do it, because the thing is, the salt is heavier. No, we're getting into science now, but yeah, the salt is heavier. So if you you don't boil it, but you heat it up. And
So is
then-
there a reason why they won't heat it up?
They probably don't have enough resource. Look, they don't barely have trees to burn. Where would they get the fire from?
Yeah.
If we can magically
But
produce
there's a way that you can build like a contraption that
something that can let light through, a greenhouse effect.
it's like
So
a
if,
greenhouse
if we can
effect,
get a tarp or something and cover a large area of water, we'll be able to gather more of it.
yeah. So if there's
Ooh,
any-
if we can get one of the sails from the crashed ship, we should be able to do this. We're getting very technical now, but
Fair
I like
enough.
it.
this is us talking.
I love
in
this.
game.
Yes, your characters are having.
Yeah.
What if we get a sail from the ship?
Thanks, Noctis. So it's not. Sorry, I just need to lift this out. Noctis Silence commented earlier. Not doing too bad. Having a bit. He was saying something else. He said
About the grievous injury.
and he said, Jim hasn't managed to kill them off yet, hey? And then laughs at you. And then I explained that we got injuries. And he said, grievous injuries tables. Nice. So we've got a fan, I guess.
So
Thanks, Noctis.
if we do when we do move out towards the things, I'm gonna swap out the. Well, I'm creating water, so I'm just gonna have guiding bolt then as a spell. Yeah.
Okay.
Guiding bolt will be super useful for me for our combo between me and you.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you hit him, and I get advantage on the attack. Also, I'll need it because I only got one eye.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. Well, it currently, luckily,
Guess
only
what subclass I'm not taking?
impedes your perception checks, but that is still a detriment in the long run.
I'm gonna fall into so many traps now.
Yes. So many traps.
Oh no, brother fell again.
But you recuperate for.
10 days.
You also manage to augment much of your healing with magical healing,
Oh,
which
nice.
does alleviate it.
Oh, nice.
Per the injury, actually. And therefore, you can, within 3 days, be ready to trek out again.
Yeah,
Okay.
awesome. Okay, 3 days later. Do we
Yes.
have a date?
You can, if you
I don't
want.
have a date.
I will give you one, though.
Oh,
because
I see it's the 7th, but it'll probably be the 10th of
It is now-
Myrtle.
more or less the 10th, yes.
Awesome. Please update our date and calendar, my good sir. Thank you.
It is the 10th day, 10th Myrtle, 1492 DR, and the time is 6 a.m.
The calendar is horrible.
It's not that horrible.
Yeah, it's just hard to say in polite conversation.
The hardest part of the calendar is that the days of the week are called 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th.
Yeah, a week
7th,
is 10
8th,
days long.
9th, and 10th.
Mm.
Which means a month is exactly 3 weeks.
3 weeks. And then they've got these intermediary months, which
Yeah,
is
all
one
the
day.
months are exactly 30 days, and then they have intermediary days instead of intermediary, like, X months with 31 days.
Oh yeah.
It's actually a really nice calendar system, in my humble opinion, but
Yeah, it's not bad.
it's got
Look,
funny names on it.
Yeah, my problem isn't the numbers. My problem is the names.
Yeah.
Because it's like Myrtil and 10th day. It's very Norwegian. It feels Norwegian.
But you can now trek out to the wreck of the Compass Rose, if that
Was-
is your desire.
Yes, was the wreck of whereabouts on the island? If you can. Give
On the
me a-
peninsula, so where we are, bring us the map up and we can have a quick discussion of this. Yes.
Because if it's on the eastern side.
No, we're very close to it. You'll see there on the map.
Yes,
And
you
we
guys I
are-
will actually draw an arrow from where you are to where the
Awesome.
wreck is.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
so like.
yeah, we
East. Okay, cool. I just had to.
we are here about. Oopsie. Where do my pen? Oopsie. I can't get my pen.
A nice little inlet.
Inlet.
Okay.
Yeah, we are right there in the in the bay, and then as that's sort of like those series of crags and rocks go to the northwest. That's where the crash site is, and it's not that far. It's like a mile or two. It's really not that far. It's just we don't know what we'll encounter. And brother, I see you've healed quite a bit. We had a discussion the other day about getting a sail. It would be useful for the kobolds and for the people here who just helped us. We could go and try and sort that out first, but if we get injured again, we'll be down for 3 more days or more. Do you think we should go to the cave and sort out the Myconids first? Should we take our chances with the... Might I also suggest that, based on our warm welcome from the underwaters when we arrived here, we might encounter more undead. Your prayers have been remarkable, and I do believe that you should be able to handle some of it, but are we prepared for undead?
Like, during our days that we spent here,
Yes.
we obviously figured out... They have told us, but the frequency of ships coming, do they have a way to contact the island, or the mainland?
Yes, Elder
Probably has
Runara
message.
can use the sending spells.
Ah,
Message
sending.
doesn't reach far enough.
You pooping? Just a random passerby in the streets, like binoculars. He's coming! Looking at him. There he is now! And sends like a message like, hey, we've been trying to reach you about your ship's limited insurance. It's like, want to come to the party island?
No, Elder Runara actually is a fairly capable spellcaster, and she has much of the same spells you do in terms of clerical capacity.
Nice.
Um,
But she's a cleric of Bahamut, isn't
yes.
she? Yeah.
And so she can cast the sending spell, and that's how she contacts the mainland if she has need.
We might need to... if she has need, we might need to. We might need to see if they can spare at least 1 or 2 able-bodied
Kobolds.
individuals. No, I'm talking from the mainland.
Oh.
I don't want to put the kobolds...
That's not a bad
Invitation.
idea, brother, but we'll have to... We barely have enough... Look, we came here on our own. We don't have money to pay for hirelings.
Maybe the Temple of Kelemvor might have some free hands available.
For cheaper, we could reach out to them. They did send me here to keep an eye on you. Maybe if I tell them that we've lost the paladin, they might send another person.
There we go.
Can I write I'll go to the priestess. I'll go to Elder Runara.
Indeed.
I'll go to her inner sanctum there by the statue. Put me on the map, my captain.
I'm putting you on the map.
Also, just shout out again to Mariska. Thank you for being on the maps and your stuff constantly. It's been very useful. Right, so where am I on this map? There we are. I am going to go to... Yes. So in this outlook, in front of the statue of Bahamut with the canaries,
Yes.
I am going to sort of go to Runara and just talk to her for a moment and say, Runara, we have done our best to try and help the situation here,
Yes,
unfortunately,
your
we are...
assistance is much appreciated.
but we have failed. And we believe that if we can get word to our abbey, we might, just might. Could you reshare the map where we're on right now? I asked Runara. She's, what are you talking about? Mariska's doing her best to load it, but if you share it real quick, it will be nice. So the sensor can be updated. There we go. I am in the temple proper at the top. Okay. Anyways, I go to Runara and I talk to her and say, if we can, maybe, if you can get a sending spell to the Temple of Kelemvor in Neverwinter, we might be able to request assistance of another gravedigger or another, just any form of assistance they can send. How much you want to share is up to you, but...
Well, you can, if you can write the message, I'll know what to say. It is limited, this magic is limited to 25 words or less.
25 words or less, wonderful.
Yes, I have had humorous conversations enough to write one of those jibe books. Yes, it was
She's
quite
got like a little book on it, or like a dusty little book that says like sending spells and jibes, second edition.
yeah. It is quite an
Repticular.
it is a very, very amusing spell in the right hands.
Anyways, so I'm going to write a message that says, What would my master at the Abbey be? I'm just gonna I'll irrelevant of who it is too. I'm just gonna say brother
You can call him High Priest Levoke.
Levoke. Okay, so High Priest Levoke. I'm gonna misspell this badly. High Priest Levoke. We brother is alive and well. However, we require we require assistance with an undead infestation. Please send at least one more fighter. Is that 21? 1, 2. Okay, so High Priestess. Okay, so it didn't count me. It's like
Okay, all right.
High Priest. High Priest.
High Priest. No, it's Priest High. How are you?
No, it's a High Priest Levoke, comma. I'm not gonna say comma. Brother is alive and well. However, we require assistance with an undead infestation. Please send at least one more fighter.
Right. Yes, it is within the 25-word limit.
Awesome.
Probably asking me. You're probably wondering what spell I should swap out, right?
Yes.
I've sent my message on the chat log.
Elrunara repeats it in her elderly, motherly voice.
High Priest Levoke, brother is alive and well. However, we require assistance with an undead infestation.
Good one. Please send at least one more fighter.
Almost ruined it there.
I'm just staring at her going like... This is back of my mind. I'm just wondering how often she uses it to just sex with random strangers on the high road.
Now is when the kids go to bed.
Because I mean, no one can see her, so she can just like mask her voice.
Lord.
It's just like, oh, there's a traveler on the old tribal trail. What, do you want to have some time for some saucy ranged fun, my boy?
You have to sort of know the target if you want to send a message to them.
Oh, she knows him after. Look, you start as strangers.
Yeah, just a quick thing.
Yes.
It is. What's the 2 spells that I automatically have?
Ray of Sickness and False Life. Plus 5. So you can have a maximum of 7 spells prepared currently.
And right now I've got 1,
8.
8.
So you'll have to choose one that you unprepare. Meanwhile, Elder Runara responds with,
The High Priest says that you are assistance in regards to brother, but he will see if any of the initiates wish to go on a pilgrimage.
That's all I can ask for. Thank you for your assistance.
My pleasure.
Might I ask,
Yes.
do you think any of the kobolds would be willing to join us in battle if we can work to ensure their safety?
Well, to be honest, some of them have defected, created their own little party, but
With blackjacks and hookers?
no.
Oh.
Needless to say that not all the kobolds on the island are currently under my control, and some are aggravated upon noticing newcomers. So just be careful. That said, the ones here at the Dragon's Rest are not necessarily the best suited for combat, but Myla might be able to assist you. She's the most capable of the group.
We do not need someone to carry the brunt. Just an extra bow in battle would be a great help.
Certainly, Myla can accompany you. I mean, you had to ask her first, but if she does agree, please make sure that she comes back home safely.
I will only do that if I can assure it. I will only ask her if I can assure her safety.
Thank you. I have
great faith in you. You have shown great care and consideration for this group here on Dragon's Rest.
Thank you. And I'll take my leave from her. And then, brother, you've been up to some stuff. What are you up to?
I've been whispering.
Oh, God notes. Sending sexy good messages.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's basically just swapping out spells.
Yes, so you've got 3 days to like prepare and unprepare spells. So you could have had create
Because, I mean, the
destroy
entire
water and
list
then-
of cleric spells are always open to you.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I've decided to do protection from evil and good.
That's good. But that's good if you're going to face outsiders. Will it help? And fade?
No, according to this, and undead.
Yes. So
Ah,
it's actually
okay.
most useful against undead.
Yeah.
If you cast it on someone, the undead will have disadvantage on attacks
And then
against
that
them.
someone like me would just needs
If
to
you
keep their
happen to be
attention.
fighting a creature that can possess you, it will also prevent them from possessing you.
Well, we are not possessed yet. But yes, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
What and cool. Brother, we don't have any potions because we haven't solved that problem yet. What do you suggest we do? I got the response from the from the high priest. Apparently, we're on our own for now.
I'm thinking like on day. How long was the research? Took the
Only a
research
few hours.
a few hours.
It's like the one day.
So like one of those days, I'd like to have us go out at nighttime towards the eastern side.
Oh,
We're
the
gonna
island.
go foraging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I might have potentially an alternative healing
Okay.
brew planned.
Do we need to? Oh, you want to go figure out the weeds?
Yes.
Well, I mean, Chuck doesn't know this. You just ask him to go along with like a.
Oh no! I've
Like that.
obviously
Oh, okay.
explained it to you.
We could go have a look. Do you want? Is it something we can roll for Dylan, or is there something to role play?
He's sitting there. Oh crap! We need to create a thing.
no. What I'll need you to do is roll me survival checks if
Oh,
you go to that side of
God.
the island.
Okay, well. So survival checks. Here we go.
Guidance.
On yourself, please. Right, so I'm going to do survival. I've got a +1 on survival, so
So that's under skills, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
very last skill. I roll a 16.
Right.
Got a +1 modifier on mine. I don't know what yours. Yours might not be that.
Mine
bad.
is a +5.
Oh my God. Okay, never mind. Brother wins.
You traverse across the island, and it is a rocky volcanic island, although it doesn't have.
Music change.
Yes, please. The Stormwreck ambiance. Cliff. No. The
Shipwreck.
general ambiance. General ambiance. I think our viewers are also getting tired of that particular soundtrack, but yes.
It's actually more disruptive for us than for them.
Oh, fair enough.
So it's actually quite good. You just need to start playing now. Anyways, so I'll figure that out. You go on to
Yes.
explain.
You are crossing the island, and you actually see what Elder Runara was talking about when she mentions manifestations. There is a patch of ground that inexplicably appears to be a tiny swamp, and bubbles bubble from this tiny little swamp, and creatures very similar to the gaseous dragons you fought sort of emerge and form out of the sludge that is the swamp. But you spot it well in time to avoid it and make your way to the eastern side of the island.
Okay, and then we want to kind of get the bioluminescent seaweed.
Indeed. You travel there, as suggested, at night. The moon is half crescent in the sky, with a trail of sparkles that drift behind it, known as the Tears of Selune, a set of asteroids that are home to strange and unusual races, but those are merely rumors. And as you look out on the bay, please make me a perception check.
I'm gonna do so at disadvantage.
Yes, you are.
Because I only got one eye.
It's your good eye.
No, it isn't.
I really hope I clicked on perception there.
That was perception.
I beat you. Oh, that's bad.
You look out, and it's a slightly foggy night, but the moon illuminates this area well enough that, with the assistance of a light cantrip, you can navigate. Unfortunately, though, you don't see anything in the waters, at least not near the shore, that strike you as glowing bioluminescent seaweed.
Brother, didn't you say there was going to be seaweed here?
Yes. I'm trying to figure out a way to change the situation so that I can re-roll perception. Give me a few seconds.
So, we're standing on a cliff, right?
Sort of. Some areas, a lot of the shoreline of Stormwreck is cliffside, but you manage to find a way down to where you are sort of on a very rocky beach, almost a the landmass doesn't so much dissipate into sand as it just is rocks that are now slowly sinking deeper into the water.
Okay. Brother, you're...
So there are various sort of bits of the island that disappear with the tides. It is currently actually high tide.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dispel the light spell.
You put it
Right.
out.
But while I'm doing it, I have my back towards the ocean. Okay? I'm trying to reason another perception check here.
Fair enough.
And then what I'm going to do is there's a trick that you do that you can see at night, or see better at night, is put pressure on your eyeballs. So I'm going to do that for like 4 or 5 minutes. And then keep my eyes closed, turn around and open them.
Right. As you turn around, make me a religion check.
Skills. I hope that's religion. 11.
You turn around and you get that tingle down your spine. That one that you know sometimes people joke and say, "Oh, no, someone's walked across my grave." It's a sensation you sometimes associate with your god because there is a sense of something as you look out at the waters. Unfortunately, no glow catches your eye.
Is this more of a foreboding sense of something, or
This is
like the feelings that I had previously?
This
Was
is
it
not
positive?
foreboding. This is anticipation.
And it's out towards the water.
It's just general anticipation. It's hard to place.
I look over at Chuck
Yeah.
in the slightly, lit enough moonlight. And I tell him, let's just wait for a while.
Okay. Well, I've got nothing better to be. As I sit down on a rock.
And I sit down and I try and face or try and focus my attention on where this feeling is coming from.
How long do you sit and wait?
Well, if we can tell time,
I don't
I'd
know,
say
timepiece.
I'd probably expect something within half an hour, but I would most likely. What's the time now currently like?
It's around 11 p.m.
Ooh. I'd probably go for a maximum of 2 hours.
All right.
Yeah.
It nears that 2-hour mark. It is peaceful. Nothing disturbs you.
Okay.
And as you're about to give up, the tides have shifted, and
Oh.
high tide begins to recede to low tide.
Nice.
And as the tide pulls out, a dim glow catches your eye in a little tide pool.
Nice.
Is that what we're looking for, brother?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Right. Oh, still sore. Let's go have a look.
You approach this little tide pool, and it is very much a little isolated bit of rounded pool that has formed through years, decades of the tides rolling in and out, creating and carving this round little basin, which now, as the tides recede, is this little trapped part of the ocean. And inside it is a little bundle of flowing, glimmering seaweed. Gives off a faint blue glow.
Angel reminds you that we are both still prone in the combat tracker. Right, I'm going to approach the water and see if I can just reach in and grab some.
You reach in, and the seaweed is there for the taking, and you pull it loose. A little bit of debris comes loose from the place where it was anchored, and
sediment beneath.
you
yeah.
pull it out of the water, and it has that glow, but the glow slowly fades as you pull it from the
That's
water.
to be expected.
Yeah.
Brother, do you think this is useful if you just bag it like this? We'll have to try. What did the book say? Can we actually use it?
The book didn't actually state
Damn it.
what we can use it for, but with
Why, I
enough
don't read.
alchemical.
Never get anything good in a book.
But you can add to your inventory glimmerweed.
That I can add to my inventory. Yes, drugs. Okay, glimmerweed. Got it.
And I say, thanks. I mutter a prayer of thanks. Or not mutter, I say a prayer of thanks.
That feeling of anticipation releases to become a feeling of satisfaction.
When I get home tonight, I'm gonna take extra care in my prayers.
Okay. Your pauses need work, my dude. This isn't Rocky Horror Picture Show. Anticipation. What the hell, man? I'm not giving the seaweed to you. I don't know what you're gonna do with it tonight.
Get to my room tomorrow morning and be like, why are you naked and covered in seaweed?
It's good for the skin.
It's good for the skin.
It's how I figured it out. That's how it heals.
You have to get it in all the crevices. And then it glows when you jump into the water. It's like a...
Okay. You have your glimmerweed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
And we head back home, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's very late. So this is one of the 3 nights we spent.
Yes.
Okay. So...
And I also give thanks for keeping everything peaceful and all of that. Yeah.
You'd have been like a life cleric in this case. But then again, you're Kelemvor, which is balance as well, so makes sense.
Oh, no, it's balanced. I know it's balanced.
The,
I know it's balanced.
the day before, basically on the morning when we leave, to wherever we might be going, I'm going to approach, what was it,
Myla.
Myla.
Yes.
I'm going to approach Myla and actually...
You've mentioned to me that you wanted to...
Yes, I actually want to ask one of the kobolds to see if they might join us as a ranged.
But you mentioned specifically Myla.
Yes.
Okay. We gotta roleplay that, buddy.
Go for it.
We gotta roleplay.
On the way back, on that morning, we're like prepping and getting our gear. And it's like, I've been thinking, we're not going to have a lot of help soon, and there will be challenges. I spoke to the elder, and she suggested that the most competent of the kobolds, if there was a fight, would be Myla. What do you think about asking her along?
No. We can't guarantee her safety.
That is true, but we can't guarantee our own either.
Rather our own than one of their tribe.
You're going to have to convince me on that.
I've got an inclination that she might be the one that takes over from Runara.
I never thought of it that way.
So if she's gone and Runara passes...
She is quite old. Fine. We'll go alone. But we do need to be careful.
We will be.
Right, to the ship then.
To the ship.
Okay.
It's at this point that you are led to the beach and you find a little boat. And
Skiff.
a little skiff. And we are going to take a break before we travel to the ship.
Yeah! Guys, thank you so much for listening so far. This is not over. Please take to the ship, says Angel. Also, Angel says, brother sounds so noble. Which brother is. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take a quick break, just a toilet break, grab something to drink. I suggest you do the same, and we will be right back. Thank you so much for listening.
Now I can stand again.
Yes, and I can close that window.
No, close the window. Yeah, no, I've been feeling it.
Yeah, the reason I was messing with the audio. The way I want to run it, you get like this way. The OBS is just cutting it out.
Okay, so
Music doesn't have a bit of a stronger doesn't come through. But yeah, no, that's something I still need to solve.
But there's an easy way to do it. Or OBS magic, but... I started feeling the cold and I'm like...
Check old screen for now. Placeholder.
So, for the next one, instead of...
And we're on our way back in. Nice. We'll be starting in a few seconds. We just need to get everyone on the same table. And while we wait, I want to remind everyone that the music is too loud. One moment. There we go. Right, so a reminder to everyone that's listening, thank you so much for joining us for the stream and listening to us figure out D&D 5th edition and just having fun with it. If you like what we are doing and you would like to support us, we do have a Ko-fi link. I will paste it now. And yes, I'm aware bots can do this, but yeah, we're still smoothing out the process. Right.
I should have thought about this.
No, no, that's why I do things and then wait until it breaks, and then people that know better hopefully help.
Yes, people are more willing to correct you than they are willing to
Do the
help
work
do
for
it,
you.
yes.
No, I'm with that as well. If you meet me halfway with some labor, I will gladly do the rest. Anyway, let's transition.
Why do I have a star?
That's inspiration.
Oh.
You have both gained inspiration.
What?
For your brilliant role play.
Oh, thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, we also most likely saved the life of a kobold.
Hey, don't cry now.
I'm sorry.
Dominic knows me as a DM, and he knows that my inspirations are rare
Yeah.
and precious.
If he gives inspiration, it means he liked it.
Holy crap, so you like me.
Yes, I actually.
He really likes me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wait, hang on, guys. So I thought I got a message from Angel, and I was about. I'm gonna read this out loud anyway, but it's actually on a different Discord server. But it is from Angel. It's without context. It just says, "I have also ruined a cactus." What's the? Hang on, I need to know the context.
No. No, ADHD, no.
Oh, it's pet plants that in their homes.
Listen, if you can't handle a pet plant, I mean,
No, plants were pets, but fair enough.
yeah, I
Oh,
don't really
no.
know. I'm not a druid. I don't know that. plants are pets.
Whoops. Anyways, right. So, thank you for bearing with us for the break. We will make sure the break is better in the future. Maybe with some different music, maybe some animations. But for now, we are questing forward. Dylan, take it away.
Indeed. You depart Dragon's Rest, and your little boat, your skiff that you are given to use, reminds you of when you first arrived, and you hope that there are no zombies waiting for you in the waters. That said, would one of you please roll me? Actually, does either of you have proficiency in water vehicles?
Water vehicles. Maybe I don't sure if I do. So that will be
I don't know about that, so.
abilities. So third tab on the right.
Oh.
And then you go down, there's a heading that reads proficiencies. No, I've got, hang on, what's my background? I've got I didn't take soldier. Soldier would have given me some sort of vehicle. No, I don't have a proficiency water vehicle.
Then could one of you please roll me, the one who is rowing the boat, please roll me a survival check.
I will.
Thank you. We've been back to that one.
But I also do that.
Je ne sais quoi.
Guiding je ne sais quoi.
Yes.
guiding.
Go for it.
Yeah, you will add a d4 to the roll then.
Let me. Man, I just had it. Not performance. Oh, it's the last one.
Yes, right at the end.
Where are we on the map, though? What can we look at?
You are able to make your way towards this shipwreck
23.
in the distance. Allow me to read to you what you see as I share the map.
Thank you. New map incoming.
Just a quick thing, that map that I've had on the background, I can close that and do the same with the other
you
one.
can there's a little arrow that points from top right to bottom left that unseats it, and you can close that window completely. And then any new map you can just seat in again. But I don't know if that's the one we need to be on. Have you shared the new map? Okay.
Yeah, there's a boat. It looks like a
Oh yes.
oh, a shipwreck.
We're on a shipwreck.
I haven't moved
Yes.
the sensor yet. Let me just do that.
Thank you. Let me check. I don't know if Mariska's back yet. I'll quickly move the maps.
No
Anyway,
worries.
carry on. Give your explanations.
Waves lap against derelict ship, lodged against a ridge of rocks and enormous dragon bones. A faint odour of rot wafts on the sea air, along with the sound of screeching seagulls and the roar of the surf. A tangled mess of tattered sails and rigging hangs off the starboard side of the main deck, offering one possible way to climb board. At the stern, you can make out a gaping hole in the hull beneath the waterline.
I suggest we climb aboard first.
You can certainly do so.
Let me go first, brother. I've got only one eye, but I've got a shield. So I'm going to climb onto the side of this wreckage and get onto it. Brother, make sure to tie down the boat before we leave.
Exactly, that's also what I wanted to do. Tie it down, fasten it somehow. I do have rope on me. I do have rope, so I'll use some of that.
Alright. You moor the skiff to the side of the ship. And as you climb onto the deck, the mouldering wood of the deck is slick with algae and seawater. Amid the tangle of rigging, splintered railings, and stray seaweed, you spot boots, bones, and bits of gore that seem considerably more recent than the wreck of the ship.
Brother? Brother, are you still down there?
Just hold on.
I come to
Okay,
the edge and I look
fasten.
over the edge. Brother, when you get up here, make sure to have your weapon ready.
Will do. Will do.
And then I'm going to head
Climb
to
aboard.
the
I do. I climb aboard.
to the stern. Stern is the aft, right? The bow and the stern. Stern is the back.
Stern is behind.
The ass.
Yes.
The butt of
And
the boat.
how I remember it?
Seal-
Howard
keel-
Stern.
Oh. Okay.
Howard Stern was seen at some point as a very controversial
I don't know the
radio
name.
host. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So it's like ass end of the boat.
Oh.
Howard Stern.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Interesting. Stairs lead to upper decks at the fore and aft, and doors lead into cabins under those decks. The main mast remains intact and mostly upright, topped with a crow's nest, overflowing with debris. A staircase near the mast and a large hatch on the port side both lead down into the hold.
I want to climb up on the aft castle.
These bone pickings and whatever, I
The
immediately look.
gore and the bones.
Yeah,
I'm leaving that to you.
I'm looking towards the sky. Just in case it's like birds
Please make me a perception check.
or whatever. Perception.
Come on. 14.
You spot nothing of note in the airs above you.
Secondly, I want to look on the deck.
Yes.
Any shadows that might be flying over, bird-like or otherwise.
There are. a few shadows of the various gulls, and now and then the shadow of a cloud as it passes across the sun. But otherwise, nothing that warrants concern.
Can I determine what made? Like teeth marks or...
You can roll me a nature or investigation check.
On the aft castle, I'm going to go look at the wheel. Do I see anything strange about it? Maybe notes,
You
items?
reach the quarterdeck. The splintered remains of a mast jut up from this rear deck like a broken spear. The
Oh
ship's
dear.
wheel is askew, dislodged from its mechanism.
I'm going to give it an absent-minded spin.
You give it a spin. It breaks free,
It was like that.
and then you hear a loud
What was? That's probably something that fell
in
down
response.
twice.
You hear it emanate from one of the doors that lead into the interior cabins.
Brother? Brother?
I'm busy doing a nature check of 20.
Is that you, brother? Please tell me that's you. I'm gonna start running down.
You hear banging and moaning sounds from one of the deck's cabins. And you realize that some of this gore, that thing in the crow's nest, is an actual nest.
Oh no!
There is a harpy here, somewhere. And the noise from the cabin is distinct of the zombies you met on the beach.
Let's take out these zombies quickly. I suggest we avoid using fire. If we burn the boat now, we'll burn all the resources we could have gotten.
They're banging against the door.
Yes.
I go towards that door
Yes.
and I open it. I don't want to activate this harpy. Don't want to have her attention or its attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now, there are other.
Deal with them immediately.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, my weapon is out. I'm ready. I'm standing next to you to the door.
Alright, it is this door here that is currently
Oh.
emanating the banging noises.
Okay, so whichever way the door opens,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna open it, and then I'm gonna open it so that it opens outwards or inwards.
It's hard to tell. Make a perception check.
Because if it opens inwards,
Let me try.
it's gonna be difficult.
I'm gonna do a disadvantage perception check. Brother, it opens sideways. It's a slanty door.
I'll also do a perception check there. Ach, nee, moer.
I wrote the disadvantage. Oh God, no!
You don't know which way it opens.
I grab the knob and pull. Grab the knob and pull.
Chuck grabs a knob and pulls. Yes, I worded it that way on purpose. No.
What are you doing?
Oh, brother!
Which way do you pull first?
Towards us? A pull, I don't push.
It doesn't come outward.
I gotta push it up.
You are
Hit
met with some resistance. Make a strength check.
Oh my God. Okay, cool.
It bangs in response.
I've got a... That's a save. Apologies, but my strength check would be a 5 then. I rolled a 1.
This door does not give under your onslaught.
Well then, I'll let go for now and just, stand to the side. Just hope it...
Let's do this together.
Yeah, let's help each other.
Okay? One of you can make a strength check at advantage.
Okay, mine is +1, so
Mine's +4, so I'll do the...
okay.
Okay, so I'll do advantage as we heave. Ho! Yeah!
And the door bursts open, and 2 zombies pour out, ready to attack. Please roll initiative.
As we go over to...
So it's just that +2.
Well done, brother. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. A 6 for me, a 20 for you.
Let me just open the combat track.
Yeah, the 2 little swords. Oh, okay, that's it.
Alright. Up first is Brother. You see this drowned zombie, clawing through the remains of the door. What do you do?
I hit it. I hit it hard. Hold on, I just need to check something here. I'm not gonna do that just
I'm just going
yet.
to move you there so you can see it.
Weapons are at the very top.
At the very top, yeah.
There's normal weapons.
Ah, there. Okay, so... well, both of them can hit me now, right?
Yes. Well, the other one that's not in the doorway might have a harder time, but it can reach you.
Okay, I'm gonna hit them. The number Drowned Sailor 2. So I drag the dice on top of Drowned Sailor 2.
Yes, the attack dice, yes.
That one over there. The empty one. That one. Hooah.
That's still a hit.
Still a hit.
Oh.
Low armor class, man. They're zombies.
And
then
then
the one next, yeah, that's the damage. You drag that on top of the ones.
Wow.
Oh, max damage!
This creature is wounded, winded,
Wounded and winded.
and weary.
And weary. And a
it is
little bit
its
sad.
turn. And it is going to try and retaliate on you, brother.
This is not
That
good.
misses. As he tries to swipe at you, but you have enough of a blockade that you can dodge out of the way as it reaches for you. And Chuck, it is your turn.
Okay, I do still have protection fighting style, so that means I can use a reaction to push my shield to invoke disadvantage.
You can.
But as a reaction, impose a disadvantage, but I have to do that before you swing. So.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to, from my angle, can I attack Sailor 2?
You can. He will have a +2 to his AC though.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I'm gonna target Drowned Sailor 2, and I'm going to not use a ranged weapon. I'm going to use a melee attack.
Go for it.
Oh crap, wrong button. There we go.
Okay, while he's talking, I just want to find info on a spell. Which button do I click? The cog or the link?
The cog
The
to
cog.
expand it.
Yeah, but I want to read up on it.
Then you click on the link.
Ah, okay, thanks.
Right, that's a hit with 23,
is a
and
hit, yes.
I mean, even increase of armor class 2, I'm gonna hit. Then I'm going to it's a short sword, so 1d6 plus 4 piercing. Come on. There we go. That's 7.
It's lost an arm, but
God.
it's still alive.
I hate how much health these things sometimes have. We need an early win. We need to break the action economy. So I'm gonna action surge actually
Go for it.
immediately and attack again.
Go for it.
Armor class still +2.
Yes.
Cool. I'm just gonna swing him. Yeah!
Still a hit.
Fantastic. And here we go for another bit of damage. Roll bad, Dylan. Roll bad. Zombies. No. Come on. The damage I did was 8, so...
The zombie collapses to the ground,
Yeah!
unmoving.
Great! Oh, I now know what the rule is. It's from the meta information, right? Oh my good lord! I had zombies on my table as a GM last Wednesday, so I had to. The privilege.
This one shambles over his dead companion and is going to attempt to strike the creature.
Reaction, fighting style protection, disadvantage attack.
He does it at disadvantage. He misses as the shield in front of you, brother.
I just shove my shield in front of you. That's my reaction used.
Fair enough. Then we go to the top of the round. Brother, it is your turn.
I look at him
And he looks at me.
and I go, while hitting him, I know he doesn't understand me. But I say, kill him, Vord. Take this abomination.
Oh,
That's a hit.
yes! Oh. Got a bit of damage.
It is wounded. Chuck,
This
it is
dice
your
is
turn.
religious, by the way.
Just that's religion. I'm going to just swipe at it.
Go for it.
It's probably still the armor class increase. That's gonna be bad.
That still hits.
Okay. 16 hits. Then I'm going to do 1d6 plus 4 piercing. The jab through. Oh no! Only 5. But my reaction is back, so that I end my turn.
End your turn. It is the Drowned Sailor's turn. It is going to attack again.
I kind of want to move around to make the combat more interesting, but it's not safe. We can't. We have to pin them here.
Which is also interesting.
Okay, no.
okay.
On my turn, I'll do something that'll make it interesting.
Okay. Right. I impose disadvantage
He
immediately.
misses.
Oh. But I've used my reaction.
Brother, your turn.
If I take a 5-step towards the top,
Yes.
Not leaving
above
this
me.
threat
Yes.
range. It won't be attack of opportunity.
Okay, because I want him to move
Out.
out between us.
We can then pincer him. Ah, I like it.
You can certainly try.
So I'm gonna move.
5 foot up.
Yeah, I did, and I can't hit him now.
You can, but he will then have a +2 to his AC because you're
Due to
trying
the
to
corner.
attack through a corner. Yes.
So you can still try. That's how I've been attacking.
What I well, can I this okay? Can I hold an action
Yes.
when he moves in front? I attack. him?
Yes.
That's what I want to do.
Right. Hold your action to attack him if he moves within the pincer maneuver.
I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna ready an action to attack when the zombie is between the two of us.
And you get your wishes.
Oh god. Okay, well yours fires first because your initiative is higher, Chuck. Ugh, brother. So it's a.
Stop talking to yourself, man.
I'm not talking to myself. Shh.
Ooh, 19.
Nice. Nice hit.
And I'm gonna just roll a hit in the meantime as well. I hit as well.
Yes, you do.
Come on, reaction hits. Kill it thing. Okay, but now he needs to roll for what? Undead
Fortitude.
fortitude. He wakes up. Damn it. 1 hit point in a dream. 1 hit point in a dream. Why?
But that is at the end of his turn because you all downed him as reactions. Brother, it is your turn.
I moor him.
You moor him. The harpy on the nest just going, I ain't fucking with that.
That's a crit.
Okay, so
You just roll the damage. It automatically do the damage modification for you. You'll see when the moment you drop it. 2 dice.
oh nice.
Oh!
Yes.
6 and a 2.
And he dies.
Again.
But he's only on 1 hit point, right?
Yes.
But if you crit, he dies.
Oh yes, the critical hit negates it. Radiant damage, I think, and critical hits negate his fortitude.
I
Well
almost said
done.
I almost said something about something growing, but I'm not gonna say it.
It falls to the ground and you just sort of like step on his head and it just explodes.
Huh. Oh, and these weren't the worst.
We've gotten better at this, brother.
I've got a plan
Yes.
because I read up on it.
All ears.
The next time, and I tell you, the next time we face off against them, let me say a prayer and do not attack.
I hesitate to not take the first action in combat, brother. Yeah, often if you strike first, you do more damage, but your wisdom so far has carried, so I will try this.
I should be able to have them flee.
I will rely on your confidence, but fine. Next time we meet undead, I will hold.
Okay. And if it doesn't work, I'll tell you.
No. all stalwart, hold, and it's like hold your solar symbol up, and they just start dancing in front of you. It's like, oh shit, run. I'm gonna venture into this room, this hold.
All right.
I want to join him. I want to get away from the...
The nest is a worry.
Yeah. I tell you, like Harpy Nest.
A bookcase, half collapsed, holds waterlogged and disintegrating books and scrolls. The polished wood desk leans awkwardly on 3 legs. It has an ornate compass set in its center. The bed is covered in rotting bedding and sags in the middle. A jagged hole gapes in the floor beside the bed.
I am going to just have a quick squiz down the hole, but as I do so, rather, you know more about these things. Have a look at a compass. Maybe it makes sense to you.
Okay, I move over and look over at it.
Goes well.
This table isn't fastened, right? It's just... Okay. What do I see on the table specifically? Just the compass.
Very water-damaged maps
Mm.
and various other heavily damaged paraphernalia from whatever storm wrecked this ship. But the only thing that appears to be intact and still of note is the compass.
And any markings or anything on it specifically? I like inspected
the compass itself's design in the interior beneath the slightly cracked lens is instead of the usual star shape that compasses are known for, that there is a rose pattern.
Oh, the... What was this ship called again? Something Rose or...
Let me get my notes. One moment.
Um...
I do have it here somewhere.
I remember something like that.
One moment. Roses might be a bit of a broad search term for me at this point. One moment.
Character loading, but anyway.
The ship's name is the Compass Rose.
The Compass Rose.
Ah,
I wanted to say the Compass Rose, but I'm like, I can't remember. Okay, so... He's looking down the hole.
Yes, he is. What you see down the hole, with the one eye you have, is down through to the hold. And make me a perception check.
I'm going to do so at disadvantage because of lack of eye.
Yes.
To the north to wash dishes. Perception check, not persuasion, Dominic. Perception. At disadvantage! I wink at the hole. I dropped a 19!
The hold is flooded, and so you
Is my
cannot
eye socket.
see. You cannot see much through the interior that the water obscures because it is also unlit in the hold. But there is a hole.
What did you see?
It's waterlogged down there, brother. It'll be tricky going down below. At least it's not going anywhere. It seems like it's on a sandbank or something. I didn't see any movement, though. Should be fine.
I look at him with his one eye covered, and I'm like...
We're going to have to update Chuck's character art to have an eye patch now.
I finally have something that's interesting. Instead of
Me?
just stock standard white guy. I'm now a stock standard white guy with depth perception problems. Anyways.
What I'm gonna do
Yes.
is I'm gonna take... Wait, that is a cantrip. Yes, that is.
Light cantrip.
I'm gonna take one of the waterlogged books.
Yes.
No, something heavier, but not the compass.
Wait,
Mhm.
then
So
is
like
there
if
like
there's
a...
like a... You said paraphernalia.
Yeah, you can get a sextant and shove that down
Like
the
something heavy, because I wanted
hole.
to
Sextant
sink.
will sink.
Okay.
It's metal, yeah.
And I go light. And I drop it in. And while I drop it in, I want to check around.
As it lights, you can make me a perception check at advantage.
Oh.
Now you need to tell me what to do.
Okay. So on the left-hand side, so left bottom of your entire screen, there's a blister of buttons.
Yeah. Oh, left. You see? Yeah. You just say other side now.
Other side,
Other
yeah.
side. Yeah.
So there's 6 buttons there. One
Add
says
V.
ADV.
Yeah.
Indent it. Click it once, and then now it's active. And now when you make a check, it'll roll 2 and take the higher.
Ah.
So now you just do the check as normal. So perception, and then a +2, and you double click, or plus whatever, and double click it.
Oh, do I double click?
You can double click it as well, yeah. Or you can drop it. It doesn't matter.
I need
There
to
we
feel
go.
the action of rolling the dice.
Oh, nice, 19.
You see what caused the hole. You see straight through this deck and past through the lower deck down to the very base of the ship. 2 floors worth of hole descend down into the depths of the ship, where a heavy safe has crashed through the floorboards all the way to the bottom.
I don't see any undead or anything in the water.
And as you are watching,
Oh no.
a shape, a shadow, shuffles.
Schrodinger's hole. How big is that? Brother, what do you see? What is that?
I see a shape. Well, does it still go underwater?
The lower deck that is just below this one isn't fully submerged. It is
God.
probably about waist
It's a Murloc.
high.
So it is that shape that it is a zombie or a zomboni.
The soft parts go first, man.
Is the is there a way for it to clamber up here?
Not that you can see.
Okay, so Chuck,
Yes. Do you think we should take a rope down here or take the stairs?
just hold on. I need to see. There's something there. A third friend. So just prepare.
Chuck,
And I can't see a way where it could get up here.
I'm definitely afraid of going down there and finding someone we know. But
Do not think about that
I'm-
right now.
I shoved that thought
I
out.
shall keep the balance.
I'm going to take out the torch and light the torch. And not so worried that the entire boat will burn down because it's waterlogged.
Basically, I'm gonna keep an eye on it for as much as possible to see where it moves to, and if it gets too close, I'll pull back, i.e. 10 feet from me, I'll pull back, and then try and inform Chuck, like, okay, let's position here and see what happens.
Okay,
Alright?
so but you want to go down the hole?
No.
Understand.
I want to stay up. I want to
Oh,
see
you-
how it gets up.
So I need
Because
to
if
go-
something idiotic can get up, we can go down.
Oh, good. Okay.
Easier path. To
So
go down.
we're going to piss it off now.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Before we do that, I just want to go do one look around the room and see if I can spot any potions, any gold, any.
Are
Book.
you checking
I'm gonna go to
inside
the.
drawers and
Yes,
shelves?
I'm going to investigate.
Please roll me an
to-
investigation.
because I can't
And I'll,
see.
and I'll keep you informed of how far he is. Or it is.
I've lost an eye, not fingers. I can still feel things. Investigation! Damn it! God damn it!
You feel yourself.
I find a soggy apple. That's not an apple. It is to me.
Well, you open a drawer
And I found pocket lint.
and you find a dagger and cartography tools, the sextant of which is missing,
It was a full set.
and roll me a d6.
I find some coins. Hey, a 5.
You find 40 gold pieces along
Whoa!
with the
That's
stuff
a lot.
inside the drawer.
Thanks.
Do you exclaim this?
Yes, no, I do. I'm not gonna. I haven't ever seen money. I come from a monastery. Just finding gold lying around is sacrilege to me. I'm used to seeing it in like the donation bowls. I'm turning around. It's like, brother, look at this.
It's going towards Renara.
fair point. They could actually use it. Okay, good, yes.
The treasure
going
has
to-
been added to the party sheet.
To the pot, thank you, yeah, then it's separate. Cool. I am going to tie it and put it on my belt, so you can actually also see it.
Okay.
Because I just want to know transparency of money.
Okay.
Anyways, right. Let's do what you thought of.
How far has this thing moved now?
You are watching this hole, and the shape shuffles past, and you do eventually see it sort of come into view as it like approaches this light source, and it sort of shuffles through the water, and then something else creeps into your vision through the hole.
Brother,
It grabs the corpse and shoves it out of the way,
what is that?
and reaches for the glowing object.
Brother?
I don't. I see a hand.
And you see this
What the hell is that,
reach
brother?
up and hold this glowing sextant. And then it looks up at you. And then it slinks out of view. More intelligent than the zombies.
For those of you wondering, this was shared privately to brother, so only he can see it.
Okay, I'm not reading the name of it, so it's like another undead.
Your facial expression, little there is, brother, belies that it's not just an undead.
It looks worse.
Oh no. You said if something stupid can find its way up, right?
Yeah,
Is it
we
s-
might need to.
I
Oh,
can share what he saw with the viewers at home.
Do that. Mariska, you've got a file incoming.
I've got. Okay, so now I need to think. Okay,
Yeah, I'm looking at you, just like...
I look around. This table is loose. Will it cover part of the hole along with the bed?
It might, or it might fall through.
Okay, oh yeah, but how sturdy are the planks around the hole? How solid
Because
and
they
worn
are a little more exposed, because they've been splintered, they seem to have taken a bit more damage from weather than the rest of the wood around here. You worry if you put too much weight on the planks in that spot, you might cause further holification.
Divination.
The thing didn't. Well, it wasn't water. It didn't move fast, right?
Yeah, but that means it will move slow as well. The water will be difficult
It
to
was
drain for us as
intelligent
well.
enough to grab the glowing object, know that it came from above, and take it away.
Oh,
move
no.
with it to remove your source of sight.
Brother, we need to move fast. We won't be able to cover all the holes in the ship. I suggest we look into the next room and see if there's anything else that we can use.
What? How does the? Oh crud!
Also,
Just let me go look outside.
I'll step outside with you.
So the moment we see something. Oh, nee, don't go away. Okay, that was luckily.
I actually want to go to the door to the south there. The door to the south.
I keep an eye on that nest,
You're keeping an eye on the nest.
and I keep an eye like on the nest and on the other side of Chuck.
I'm gonna try this door.
Okay. That door opens.
Mariska, you can close the Google image.
And inside you see a long dead headless skeleton sits propped up against a counter to the right. But the galley is otherwise empty, unless did the skeleton just move.
I scratch my eye hole and I'm gonna say, brother. Remember you said something about the undead. There's a skeleton in here and I don't trust it. I've seen skeletons moved in the graveyard. I just come in
Go
with
in and
me.
check.
Okay.
I
I'm
go
gonna-
and stand in front of the door and check.
I'm gonna take 2 steps in and just around the corner so brother can clearly see.
Make me a perception check, brother.
Ooh, I like the rolling.
It's nice, no?
Ja, ach nee, vol.
You've got inspiration if you want to reroll.
There is an odd sound.
That's
A
very
bony sound
Oh,
or
it
an
could
annoying
be.
sound?
It could be. It could be the sound of bones.
It's Bony M.
And there is movement, definitely.
But this entire area is blocked off, right? As far as I can see.
It doesn't seem
It's
like
a
the same
self-contained
exits.
room, yes.
Yeah.
I go in, I close the door behind me.
Okay.
Right? So
I
that
have my
if
weapon
Mr. Weird Undead wants to, it has to knock first.
Fair enough.
Where's that skeleton?
It is propped in the corner here.
In the corner. Oh, okay.
Like in front of me.
Yeah.
Basically,
I'm
yes.
gonna take a step closer to here, so if brother approaches, that I am within 5 feet of brother.
I go in and it's just the skeleton. It's not clothed.
It's not like the other corpses. It's missing its head, and it's quite clean of meat. So yes, a skeleton.
Almost bleached.
The head is nowhere in this.
Not that you can see.
Brother, this isn't good. If someone took a head, this might actually be a trophy of the crew beforehand.
I peer at the skeleton and it moves.
I look around for the head.
You've now gotten over your initial shock, and you make out the shape of little six-legged creatures crawling around on the bones. Little white crabs that give it the illusion of movement. The skeleton is stationary.
Sensor needs to be moved.
Told you I can control the undead. And I give a chuckle. It's crabs. It's got crabs.
Your sense of humor is gonna be the death of me, brother. I put away the sword for now. Good lord. Okay. I look
Okay,
around the
well,
room.
Luckily it's closed. I want to start inspecting the barrels, whatever is here.
I'll do the other side of the room.
You guys can both roll me investigation
Yeah, I'm
checks.
picking things up and almost licking them because I can't see clearly. God damn it. I like this.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Yay.
Investigation.
5. I find myself.
What can one see outside that they cannot find inside? No. You begin investigating. Most of this is rotten foodstuffs.
Oh.
Stores that the crew kept. This is the galley. There are a few utensils that you could turn into makeshift daggers, such as cleavers and forks. There doesn't appear to be anything of value in this room, though.
No, and there's no head for the body.
No head.
Any signs of battle?
No.
Brother, this is a dead end.
Just hold on, be quiet. And I move towards the door and I listen.
I'll be quiet.
Make a perception check.
Roll the dice.
Come on.
11.
What do you hear, brother?
Of the crabs crawling across the bones.
One's on a plate.
Damn crabs. Who gave this thing crabs?
I don't know. Probably the harpy.
And I slowly open the door and peer outside.
God. The fact that you're so stressed, I'm stressed. God damn it, Sorrel.
There doesn't appear to be any changes outside.
Oh, it's tense of 2 players.
Okay.
Because
Okay. I go to, and I stand in front of the door and I'm like, I'll go this side, indicating with my left hand.
Yeah.
And you go that side.
And I'll go to the right. Gotcha.
Okay. 1,
2,
2, 3.
go. And then
I look at the nest.
Brother, no, brother goes the other way.
I go up top.
Yeah, there you go. And I go left. To the edge.
Alright.
I'm top, he's bottom.
Yeah, definitely no innuendos here.
Remember to move the sensor.
The nest still appears empty.
Okay, well,
Okay, let's go.
To
These
the
are
other
stairs
side.
up, right?
there's nothing on the aft castle. That was there
Those
earlier.
stairs right there in the middle or down?
Yeah, I'm talking where
Where you
stairs
are
next
now.
to me.
Those, yes, those
Yes.
are up.
Okay.
There's nothing on the aft castle.
I'm thinking we go up top. On the other side, we go up those.
Yes, on the
Yeah.
front,
Yeah.
on the bow. Yes,
On the bow, yeah.
I agree. Then I'm gonna head to the bow.
I keep, like, once I'm at the stairs, I'm gonna look back in the water. I keep my eye. I'm basically being very alert. Trying to, any frickin' weird things.
Flying creatures at this level is scary.
Whoa.
Yeah, it is a different map. So double click on your icon, top on the right hand
That
side.
one?
Yeah, and take me there as well, Dylan, please, on the other
I
side.
did.
So the aft and front castle on the same physical image, but on the first different part of it.
Ah, okay.
So he needs to move you around, and yeah, sensor
The
as well.
broken foremast leans out across a broken railing, with a tangle of rigging and tattered canvas trailing down to the rocks and dragon bones below. A rusted and rotting baluster stands near the broken mast.
This ballista would have been amazing to take home to the clergy. Oh, to Renara anyway.
The sail
Yes,
bit of it.
yes.
Is it very entangled?
Is it something we can untangle?
You could probably untangle
It'll take a
it.
while, though.
I'm
It
gonna.
would take a moment.
Our most pressing thing at the moment is that thing.
Yeah, the more time we spend here, the higher is the chance of us being accosted.
So, by my estimation, how long will it take to... Is this the most intact sail?
It is probably the easiest to reach, most intact.
Can he
Piece of
maybe
sail.
make a survival check and I aid him?
Yes, you can make a survival check. How will you aid him in figuring out how long it takes? If that is what you are trying to determine first.
Yes, that's what I was trying to
I
determine
no
first.
good argument other than looking at it with my knife and start cutting.
You can make a separate survival check.
Okay.
But I wanna do the special thing again.
You can definitely guide yourself.
Brother, it's a sail. I rolled a 7. It's gonna take 9 days. 9 days. Get the snacks out.
And roll a d4.
No.
I didn't say wrong.
10.
It's hard to tell. It could take anywhere between 5 and 20 minutes.
Whoa.
Because the only way to know just how entrenched it is in the various riggings and splinters is to actually start working on it.
It's not a good idea to do this right now. We need to make sure the boat is secure first.
Yeah.
Or at least get rid of the harpy.
So what we're gonna do, keeping my eye on the nest again,
Mm-hmm.
I turn to him and like, let's go down the middle.
Understood. Would you cast light on my shield, please? Or do you want to go unnoticed?
I'll cast light on your shield.
I can barely see as it is, please. Be my flashlight.
So, are you going down into the lower deck?
Yes, I'll step down first. And I've got the light on me, brother.
Yes. I'm gonna do the whole SWAT/police thing, where I hold on to his back.
Like touching me so I don't have to wonder where he is.
Yeah,
Fair
hold
enough.
on
So I
his
don't have
back.
to turn around. And what I'm also going to do
And
is...
the main reason they do that is to tell the person in front of them
where their gun
when
is.
they
Oh.
when if they hesitate, the guy behind them push, letting them know, don't worry, I'm here. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've done that in... I've played in the little bit of airsoft I've played.
Yeah, it's that
Actually having physical contact with each other as you walk into a room, especially if you need to, like those first few steps, that physical contact is massively important.
Yeah.
It just reassures you, and it also tells you exactly where your friend is. As we head down, I'm going to start. I want to recite just a prayer to Kalimvor as I go down. I'm not as lyrical as you, so I'll just say
The descent
I'll-
to
may
the
you-
lower deck
I'll
is
join
actually
Kalimvor,
wet.
may your scales be fair,
and
and judge us
unsettling.
accordingly.
Seawater obscures the floor and sloshes against the hull. Decaying crates and barrels are scattered around, some floating freely and others stacked into corners. You hear splashing as a walking corpse lumbers toward you, wading in the water that doesn't quite reach its knees. And somewhere in the darkness, a ghoul lunges at you.
Doesn't he have a light on him?
And this
No.
is where we are going to
No.
end tonight's
I knew you were going to do it
session.
here, but I don't want to
No.
stop now.
No. I mean, it would have been cool. It's somewhere in the darkness. You see a light. Oh, okay.
When you cast light on Chuck,
Brother,
the
you
light on
feel
the sex
the
of
water around your legs grow distinctly warmer.
Oh.
It's coming from the front.
It's
A
nice
week
that
ago, I was digging graves. I'm in the hold of a freaking ship, fighting in God knows what with who know who. Jeez. Oh my God. Okay. Flippin' hell, Dylan.
Man, and I was
I
like,
re-
we're
I-
gonna
I-
do this. We're
I
gonna do.
actually-
No, we end here. Damn it!
I'm really, dead serious. I'm actually really enjoying like the 2-player. I mean, more players are always good, but the 2-player thing right now is really, really a good feel.
An interesting thing is one friend of mine introduced another friend of his to Vampire with a one-on-one vampire session.
There's a module that you can get on DM's Guild, I think for free, that is meant to be run sort of semi for couples, but it is essentially a DM and a single player module that was
Yeah.
designed specifically to be run one-on-one.
That is wonderful. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. Also, the 2 of the members of our guild actually do that. It's like not part of our guild games. They've been running they're a couple. They've been running a game with each other for like I think last like 5 or 6 years.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's like slow going, but it's more like they're R&R. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying the tenseness of it, and if you and I can really like work through some narrative stuff on our own.
Yeah.
I love your character. I love playing with a character that actually wants to. Oh, we've got something. There's someone that needs us more than us. This is such a refreshing change.
I got something. No, it's mine. No.
I'm so used to the
Gremlins.
the Munchkins. That's the
Munchkins, yes.
Yeah,
classical.
for me, it's more a case of like, I need to set an example, and you're
I'm
you're
a
just
junior.
a gravedigger.
Yes.
But I need to set an example
Yeah. No, but it's good.
because
I really like it.
do you not know that you're truly dead until the ripples in the world you caused fade away?
Much like this boat.
Deep. Like that whole...
Like that hole. And also I like the injury. I mean, and I like that I've got like this deficit now. It's something that constantly adds to the way I need to approach a problem.
Psychosomatical. That's
Yes,
the injury.
psychosomatic injuries, yes.
That's what I still
Ghost
feel the
pain.
pain. So, for example, when I'm in fights and whatever, I'll always protect that
That side that now
even though
becomes
it's not.
yeah. And man, I mean, these were essentially joke characters, but I'm growing attached now. Right. So a quick reminder: thank you to everyone that listened to what watched our stream. A really big thank you to Mariska for helping out with running the stream. Seriously, just having someone else worry about where the camera goes at the back is just such a relief. Our audio and stuff is getting better. Our music is getting a little bit better. We had a bit of a snafu when we went to the boats, but overall, I like this. Thank you all for watching. And if you want,
Stop. Okay, hold on.
yeah,
Let Papa Zaffa
you know, how
tell
to
you
do this.
something. Let me tell you something. Stop apologizing.
Yeah, that's true. I
Stop
didn't waste any
apologizing because we're having fun.
time.
And
If-
even with the whole, ooh, this isn't working. You're like, screw it. We're continuing on.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you like what we're doing and you want to support us, we do have a Ko-fi link. That's gonna be automated soon. Scroll up in the chat. And yeah, have a good evening.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all for listening.
Thank you for having us.
And see you next Monday.
No.
Bye-bye.